Greeted in the precious name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I greet you with the green words of peace. Peace be unto you. Yeah, it's a busy day. It's a busy day, but we thank God for this busy. It is a privilege, a glorious time. It's a privilege, it's an honor. It's joy to be in the presence of the Lord. Yeah, I was with my brothers. Yeah, and we just had a wonderful time. So I'm hoping to get my brothers and sisters back. Yeah, back. We had a little bit of a network, but we are back. I'm hoping that we are connected. We are getting connected. We're gonna have a great time, a powerful time, a gracious time, and I'm glad that I can be of assistance to many of my brothers and sisters. It is indeed a privilege, and is indeed an honor for me to be part of what God is doing, and what God is still gonna do. Today we're talking about Joe. Joe say, hey, what happened? If you're scared, have to death twice. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe, at YouTube. We give God the glory, and we also welcome Demon Slayer on TikTok, and Samantha Kansi there. Thank you very much. Deliver 30 Azar. Thank you for joining us. Today we're talking about the importance of doing that which is right. We must do things that are important, not because they're easy to do. That's what we're talking about today. What drives your action? Are you driven by importance, or you are driven by how easy a thing is? Actually, I've been given an example here that especially on a Black Friday, people will then buy things because they're cheap, not because they need them. Thank you, Prince Joe. Yeah, I'm back. Greetings to you. I'm back. Perry, hey, long time no see. Thank you. I'm here. Ryder Frazee, I'm here. My brothers and sisters. I'm here. I am here, full force. I am here. I'm coming. Yeah, in strength. It's beautiful. Chabina, Husane, say, oh, thank you. It's around 26 minutes to 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's Saturday. And in Afrikaans we say Saterdag. Yeah, so beautiful to be here. Why? What drives you? What is the mind or the thought that drive you to do things? Are you driven by importance, or are you driven by possibilities, or by easy? Yeah, it is easy to do it, then I'm doing it. When it's hard to do it, then maybe it's not meant to, Yeah, what drives you to do what you do? Chabina say, hello, thank you, Chabina. Hussein, yeah, thank you very much, Hussein. Beautiful. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's a glorious day. You can tell us where you are in the world and what time is it. Thank you very much. I'm still alive here. I'm still live here. I'm still on here. We're going to fight with all kind of sort of evil. You know what the enemy does? He just wants us to believe something that is not real. So this afternoon, we are busy to digest. We are digesting the thoughts. It's like when you are eating something and you are busy digesting. You may not understand your system, but the system is working. Actually, it wants to take what is good for the body and then flush it out what is not good for the body. We have actually said that anything that you don't need becomes useless. Keeping something that you don't need, it's keeping a waste, and that waste will cause your disease a disease. Yeah, that's how important it is to keep that which you need and do away with what you don't need. That's how important it is, keeping what you need in your life. We have said that what makes people to always want more and more and more is the greediness in them. So it's they will go for things even if they don't need that. They will go for it for the sake of having it. That's greed. We say that even rich people, they like bragging, to ease the pain that is in them, to ease the confusion that is in them. So they will brag about what they have and what they own. And I mean, happiness, it's within, it's inside you. You don't have to, be showing off. I'm happy, I'm that. Yeah, true happiness is within. This is what we are dealing with here today. I'm hopeful that somebody may learn something, somebody may grab something here this afternoon. What a beauty it is. When we learn, we develop self. When we learn, we strengthen self. When we learn, we are getting rid of ignorance. It is powerful for us to learn. So I will actually say there's nothing as greater than learning. I've given an example at people who are driven by ease and driven by cheap. Give an example of a Black Friday, that people would buy things that they don't need just because it's cheap. And when things get rot, or when things rot, is because they did not need those. But because it was cheap, they bought things that were cheap. But it's not that they needed that. And that's where we find ourselves accumulating or gathering things that we don't need just because they are cheap or they are easy to get, then we go for it. Hard to get, then we don't go for it, regardless of how important it is. Those are mental situation where we find people would go for things because they are easy, because they are cheap, not because they are important, and not because they need them. Things that are keeping us miserable are things that we don't need. Remember, anything in your body that you don't need, it will cause disease, because you don't need that. Becomes a waste that stays sitting there. Look at waste. When what waste does, we see where waste is sitting. If you got deads and a waste, you're putting them aside, you will see worms there, and you will to smell. That's what waste is all about. So everything in you that is not needed inside your body and it stays in your body as a waste, what does it do to your body? It then turns your body into a meal. You have worms are eating you inside while you're still alive, and they tell you you've got cancer because there's a lot of deaths, there's a lot of waste that are in the body and are not going out of the body. So that is our biggest problem that we have today, that people are keeping things they don't need. They are eating even though they're not hungry. Because there is that sense of saying I'm hungry when you're not hungry, because you're eating a lot of processed food that corrupt the system of your body, and then your system does not know when it is digested, finished. You're always hungry even if there's still food in the inside, because the things you eat are chemicals. They just create appetite and create, um, great appetite, and you keep eating and eating, and then you will then store things in the body that you don't need, that will cause you disease. Those are waste. It's the same with the mind. If there are thoughts that are not needed in your mind and you keep them in the mind, what is it they're going to do? They corrupt the mind. They oppress the mind. They depress the mind. They pull the mind not to be effective. It is because you have kept things in the mind that are waste, and they're busy to damage the ability to think. So you're not thinking right. You're not thinking the way you should think. You are thinking under pressure. And I tell you, that's why we have a lot of stressful people and angry people. And I also mentioned that people are so greedy, and that men, we should respect women, and women should respect men. It doesn't mean that when you spend money over somebody, you have to control them. You can't buy anybody. Even if you spend $1 million over somebody, you don't have a right over their lives. Just try $1 billion over a soul. You can't buy a soul with a billion. You have no right to take someone's life just because you have spent money on them. Spending money on someone else does not give you a right to control their life. Spending money on somebody does not give you the right to become that person's God. It doesn't matter how much you spend, money will never buy a soul. It doesn't matter what you have bought, money cannot buy a soul. So leave this thing of I spend so much money on this person. You think you can buy a person with money? Do you think spending money over somebody you can buy them? That kind of mentality is a mentality that does not value relationship. That's a mentality that does not value love. You think you can buy somebody. Spend 1,000 on me does not mean that you should control my life just because you spend 1,000. Spend $1 million on me does not mean that you should control my life because you spend $1 million. My life does not cost $1 million. It costs more than $1 million. You can't buy me with money. There's no way you can buy my life with money. And those mentality, those minds, those thoughts, they need to be dealt with it. We need to understand that people are not property. Please, brothers and sisters, people are not property. You can't buy them. Doesn't matter who you are and where you are. Please don't buy people with money. That's evil. That's devilish. You cannot buy anybody. Doesn't matter whether they're in the street living under the tree. It doesn't matter whether they're black or white. Doesn't matter what color they are. You can't buy human being. You can't buy a human being. Spend money on me, but don't own me. I'm not your property. I'm not your property, and I will never be your property. And nobody is your property, and you cannot be anybody's property. You are God's created human being. So, brothers and sisters, let's leave this mentality. Whenever I spend money over my sister, and then I think because they don't have money, I own them because I spend money, and we boast about it. I spend a lot of money on this one. Yeah, you spend a lot of money. Then you think you can buy and control their life because you have spent money. You wanna measure your foolish cash money with the soul of a man? No, that's must come to an end. Brothers and sisters, We must respect man. We must respect our life more than anything else. If you help a brother, it's good. If you help a sister, it's good. Help those who are in need, but don't buy them. They are not property. I say they are not your property. Doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter what your knowledge is. You can't buy men. Your money means nothing. Don't buy any because they are struggling. Now you want to control them because you gave them a little money. That is evil. You can't buy nobody. Nobody is on sale. They may love money, but don't buy them. Your responsibility when you start using money as a way of controlling people, and you are doing it, brother, and you know somebody doing it, tell them there is a man in YouTube or a man in TikTok who says this: man is not your property. Man, it's not a property. You spend money on me. I am not your property. You don't own me. You don't own me. I am a child of God, and you are a child of God. Nobody owns you. And never bow to any other man. God is the only one. He's the only one who is our Savior. So brothers and sisters, I am here to tell you, these people who spend money on our sisters, and they say I spend a lot of money, and they pull up a gun and shoot our sisters and hurt them because they spend money and they treat our sisters as property, it is to come to an end. And those evil minds, we must condemn those kind of thoughts in our society. It doesn't matter what culture you are. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Human being is not property. It's not your property. No human can create another human being. A human being is an image of God. Whoever takes life is guilty of charge. And that particular person must understand the sin. It's against the Creator. When you kill a man, you are fighting against the Creator of that man. You become the enemy of God. We may not kill you, but God will deal with you. You must understand that God created us with a purpose. And when you fight against man, you're fighting against God. When you treat man like your property, you're fighting against God. When you abuse man, you are fighting against God. When you take advantage of man, you are fighting against God. When you steal man and make man to become your property, you are fighting against the Creator. Because the Creator never created a human being to become a slave of another human being, or created a human being to become a property of any other human being. We are created in the image of God, and we need to respect them. Brothers and sisters, I am here to tell you, don't ever use money as a way to control man. Man is not your property, regardless of how needy they are, regardless of how they struggling. They are not your property. They are the creation of God. And we need to respect life like we have never done it before. We need to honor life because nobody can ever give you life. There's the greatest gift is life. So you can't buy man and make him property. It's a lack of understanding. Trunay, say hi in YouTube. I'm back. Thank you, Trunay. We are glad to have you be part of us. Today we are talking about what drives you to do what you do. Are you driven by importance? Are you driven by right? Or are you driven by ease or by hard? Is it hard? Then I'm not gonna do it. It's easy, then I'm not gonna do it. Now, we must look at how important it is. Trinae say, I am your old subscriber. Thank you, Trinae. Thank you. Thank you. Love you so much, Trinae. So we must look what drives us to do what we are doing. We must understand the importance of right and easy, the difference between right and easy. If things are easy, does not mean that they are right. If things are hard, does not mean that they are wrong. We must look at the thing and see the importance of it and do things because they're important. Let's not do things because they are easy. Fofodino, I'm subscribed. Thank you very much. George Osborne, say hi. True. Thank you. Thank you, George. Thank you very much. When you are 201, subscribe. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we must understand the importance of doing what is right. It might be hard doing what is right, but it's right to do what is right. It doesn't have to be easy. It doesn't have to be possible. We do what is right when we have to do what is right. And dying for doing what is right, it's right. That's why those who die for the truth, they're called the martyrs. They're called the heroes. Why are they heroes? Is because they died for that which all of us should die for. We should stand for. We should stand for the truth. We should die for the truth. Yeah. Thank you very much. Trinae say I have 168 only. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. We give God the glory. We give God the praise. We need to understand the importance of things and understand what is right is important in our lives. If truth is not what drives us, then what drives us, it's not right. We must be driven by truth. We must be pushed by truth. And this is the importance of life. All right. Thank you very much. Trinae say my channel name is Trinae Gaming. Okay. Anyway, anybody subscribing to my channel, I subscribe to their channel. Anybody following me on TikTok, I follow them back. This is what I do. I believe in each other. Hands, the hand wash another hand. So we help each other. I'm not a person who believes that people should follow me and I don't follow them. I follow those who follow me. I inspire everybody, but if you follow me, I will follow you back. If you subscribe to my channel, I subscribe to your channel too. Yeah, this is me. This is how I do. I don't care what other people do, but I do what I have to do. And I enjoy doing what I'm doing. Thank you very much. Yeah, I will follow you for dinner. Definitely. That, be sure about that. I do that. I will follow you. There's no way that I will not do that. Even in Facebook, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. If I don't follow you, you tell me I don't follow you, but I follow everybody that follows me. That's what I believe. So brothers and sisters, we must know that the right things in life and the right things are worth to stand and fight for. And right things are stand for us to speak against. Regardless of who says what, but we have to stand against what is wrong. And as I'm saying that there are brothers and sisters that when they spend money on somebody else, they want to own them like property. And it cannot be that a man can become a property. Trinae say, I am from India, Maharashtra. Yeah, Maharashtra. Yeah, we had somebody from Maharashtra, I think yesterday. Maharashtra. Yeah, we had somebody yesterday. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We thank you. We thank you very much. So it is important to do right. It is important to do right, regardless of how hard it is. If you have to forgive somebody and you feel it's hard, don't say, I'm not going to forgive because it's hard. Forgive because it's right to do so. So we're not forgiving because it's easy or because it's possible to do so. We forgive because it's right. It's right to do it. So it is important that we are driven by right. We are driven by importance. We're not driven by ease or hard. If things are important to do, do them. If they're not important, please don't do them. I had somebody in YouTube asking me, I want to ask you a question. I say, I asked, is it important? He said, nah, it's not important. I said, then leave it if it's not important. Thank you very much. Today say, I are so funny. Okay. Thank you. It's good to be funny. So, if something is not important, then what it is? What it is, if it's not important. Remember, if something is not important and you continue to do what is not important, it's wasting your money, it's wasting your time, it's wasting your life. And that's the problem with us. We keep wasting things because we will go for things that we don't need. When you don't need something, why keep it when you don't need it? Our problem is keeping things we don't need, and they tend to make our life hard. We have a Nazi, Emmanuel Esperanza. Thank you very much, a Nazi. Trune say, one people is watching, that is me. Thank you. Thank you, Trune. Thank you for watching. That's beautiful. So, that's the beauty of life. Sometimes I speak to one person. I don't give a damn myself. I keep on teaching. Because if I reach one person in the world, I've done the work. I don't have to be speaking to thousands. Yeah, if I can, it's fine. But if not, and one person, I cannot leave one person dying in it because it's one. I value life. So even if I speak to one person, it doesn't matter to me. I'm reaching that person. And if I'm not speaking to nobody, I will speak to myself. This inspiration. Inspire. Yeah, you are inspiring. You are inspiring yourself. That's good. If I speak to myself, I'm inspiring myself. And I like that. I sometimes like that, to inspire myself. So I don't have a problem speaking to myself. It's a good thing. It lifts my spirit up. The Bible says David encouraged himself in the Lord. And this is what we do. Sometimes you got to speak to you. You got to speak to your difficulties. You got to speak to your trouble. You got to speak to your mind. You got to speak to your situation. There's sometimes we got to do that. So when nobody is listening, speak to yourself. Speak to yourself. That's the beauty of life. When nobody loves you, love yourself. Don't worry about people not loving you. Love yourself. And by so doing, you realize that you become the strong person and you develop yourself. Don't wait for people to love you. Begin loving yourself. So yeah, I know that there are people who would say, nah, there's nobody there. Nah, don't give a damn nobody there. I'm enough to love myself and keep myself warm with the love that I have. And that's what we need as human beings. Rise above your situation. Don't wait when there's people. No. Sometimes people will not listen to you until they have satisfied their way of thinking. You know, other people would, before they listen to somebody, they first look at the channel. How many followers is there? And then this way they will judge if this man can I listen to. Now we need a judge from the inside. Listen and judge from the inside. People can be followed by millions and billions and speak nothing. I've had so many people who are followed by millions. I listen to them and I realize they've got nothing to say. Actually, they're not saying anything. But because they're famous, people listen to them. And that's why a lot of people, they are empty in their mind. Because when you listen to an empty person, they put their emptiness in you. You also become empty because they're giving you nothing. You know, it's just enticing you with words, but they've got nothing to offer you. So it is important, brothers and sisters, that we don't just listen to people, and not because of they have a following, and not because they're rich and they look smart and they look handsome or beautiful. We need to listen to them attentively and listen to what they're saying. And if it makes sense, it will grow us, it will improve our lives. Not just, no, he looks handsome, she looks beautiful. It means whatever she says or whatever he says, it should be truth. No, it's not because of your following, your looks, that makes you speak the truth. No, the truth comes from the inside. So, and if we have to judge something, we have got to judge it from the inside. So don't you worry what people say. Don't you worry if people, you know, sometimes you do right and people don't support the right. So you don't have to measure your truth by support. If people don't support the truth, then you carry on with the truth, because truth has power enough to achieve its mission. That's what I like with truth. Truth has the power in the truth to be able to achieve its mission, whether it's supported or not supported. Truth don't give a damn of support. Truth will always go out, and truth will not come back void, because truth has everything in itself to liberate every mind that listen to truth. Nobody will listen to truth and remain the same. When we listen to truth, truth has the power to deliver us. When we listen to truth, truth has the power to set us free. When we listen to truth, truth has power to break the chains in our mind and set us free. So that is important, brothers and sisters, even though we are surrounded by enemies. I said it earlier on, that sometimes we look at things and judge them just because of the way they appear. I am reminded of a man called Elisha. Elisha with his servant, they wake up in the morning, and as they wake up early in the morning, they were surrounded by enemies. And as they were surrounded by enemies, the servant said to Elisha, "We are dying." Looking at the powerful enemy with arms in their hands and surrounding their house, the servant could not see any way out. The servant could not see any. Elisha had no problem. He says to the servant, "Many are them that are with us than them that are against us." But the servant could not understand the language of the prophet. The servant could not understand why was Elisha saying, "Many are them that are with us than them that are against us." Oh, God have mercy. And Elisha said, Lord, open his eyes. Open his eyes and see. When the servant's eyes were opened, the servant looked and said, I see an army with chariots of fire. Now the servant is more confident, looking at the enemy and say, what we have is more than what you have. Yesterday we talked about giving the devil credit. We make him so powerful. We create a powerful devil when the devil is not powerful. He's a coward. He's a liar, the father of all lies. A liar will never be strong. A liar will never be brave or bold. We act like the devil is bold. Everything that happened to us, we give him credit. The devil can do nothing except God permit. The devil always deceive and lie. He knows that when we know the truth, he will have no say. He will say nothing. We will subject him. We'll condemn him. Because when you have truth in you, you become the judge. Because truth is only truth that can judge. So when truth is in us, what do we become? The Bible says we will judge angels. It is because when truth is in us, when truth is in us, we become the judge. We're not judging because we want to judge. We're judging because the truth in us is the judge. What will judge us at the end of the day is the truth. Don't ever live your life in fear. Don't ever live your life in trembling. Those who have truth have no fear. Once you become afraid, you have no truth. Truth gives you boldness. The devil fears people with truth. You are untouchable. He can't touch you. He knows. That's why he wants to keep lying. He wants us to believe his lies. And when we believe the lie of the enemy, we have the fear in us. And we become afraid of life. And we start to visualize failure. We start to imagine failure. And we start to have this mindset, what if? What if it rains today? What if this happened today? We don't have the hopeful mind. The Bible says the just shall live by faith. Why? Because those who are just, when they believe, their hope is that God will come through. God will come through. You are where you are today because God has intervened. If God was not with you, you would have been dead by now. Your enemies would have swallowed you alive. The reason why you are still alive is because God is with you. You don't see him, you don't feel him, you don't see anything, but it does not mean that he's not with you. There are people who wait to want to feel something, and when they don't feel, they think it's not there. I don't feel my brain, but my brain is still. It's not always I feel my heart. Sometimes I don't feel my heart, but my heart is still there. So it doesn't mean that we don't feel something. It means that that thing that is not there, does not exist. So you need to understand that faith is a very important thing in your life. So the enemy knows that when you have faith and you believe, you are hopeful. And whenever the voices speaks in your head, you are able to subject those voices. As I've said the day before yesterday, that the voice speaking in your mind, they are spirits, living spirits. That's why they have the power to possess the mind. Thoughts are spirits. When they're given enough time to stay in the mind, they possess the mind. That's why a lot of things you fail to do, because your mind is now possessed by the forces of evil. The difference between good and evil: good liberates, sets you free. Evil enslaves you. That's how we differentiate between evil and good. There's good knowledge and bad knowledge. Good knowledge or evil knowledge. In the Garden of Eden, there was the tree, the forbidden tree. That was the tree of evil. So what was the purpose of that? When you eat it, when you keep evil in your mind, what does it do? It does not make you smart. You know, when you rob other people, you think you're smart. You're not smart. No, evil does not make you smart. It makes you bad. Have you seen someone arrested and found how they look? They are ashamed of themselves. Because when truth is revealed to a liar is ashamed. Why is the liar ashamed? It's because the truth has come. And the truth has come to expose. But for those who are in truth, when truth comes, it comes to confirm. They are not afraid of the truth. They're actually excited that the truth must come. The honest are so excited when truth comes, because it comes to confirm who they are. But a liar, when truth comes, they are so scared, because the truth is going to expose who they are. And they know after the exposure, they don't have the voice to speak, because they've been lying. Now, brothers and sisters, how important is that? It's very, very, very important. So you can't brag about lying and cheating just because you are making money and say, as long as I'm making money. You know, it's a foolish thing that you can ever do. I've said yesterday that there are people who are celebrated on the outside, condemned by their own consciousness in the inside. And you know how hard is it? And that's why certain people and most of the rich people want to brag about what they have because they want to ease the pain that they feel in the inside. When you are happy, you are happy. You don't have to prove anything that I'm happy. Happiness, it comes from the inside. Happiness is not a suit and the car that you bought and the properties that you own. Happiness is something that lives in the inside of a man. Happiness is the true life that we live. When you live a true life, that's a true happiness. But when you cheat for the sake of having money, you know what? You're not going to be happy. You're going to be celebrated by fools. They celebrate and they enjoy and you know, they will bow before you. But your own conscience will tell you, cheater, you liar. You know you are lying to these people. You're not what you claim to be. You know, conscience never forget the truth. If you lie, you know you are lying. You cannot lie and not know that now I'm lying. A liar knows that is lying. A cheater knows that is cheating. Even if you bribe your own conscience not to convict you, but the truth remains in your conscience, you know exactly that now I'm lying. You know exactly that whatever you're saying is not true. So you are judged by your own conscience, even if nobody judges you, but your own conscience is judging you that you are now lying. And that's the importance of being honest in life. If you're not honest, your own conscience will condemn you. If you are a hypocrite, you will be hunted by your own self. Because a liar is an enemy of self. And lie is a distraction of self. And that's how important it is that we never lie to ourselves, because we're distracting ourselves. But I want to say to all of our brothers and sisters who treat others as property. I've seen on the other day, somebody killed a woman because they said I spend a lot of money on that. You can spend money on a woman. You can't buy her. She's not your property. Don't use her as your property. She's a human being created by God. You have no right to use money on somebody and own them as property. No human being deserves to be a property of another human being. NP Hadebe said there's nothing wrong with people showing off their achievement. What's the use of showing off? When you say there's nothing wrong of showing off, what is showing off? If there's nothing, what is showing off? Let's not condone that which is not right. That's not inspiring. There's a difference between inspire and showing off. There's a difference between inspiring and maybe you are not using the words right, Hadebe. You can't take show off as an inspiration. When people show off, they brag. They don't inspire. When you inspire somebody, you empower. Inspire, it's empower. It's not brag. It's not show off. Maybe that you don't understand NP in YouTube. Maybe you don't understand it, what show off is. But if you're showing off as an inspiration, that's not an inspiration. Inspiration, it's empowering. When we say inspire, we mean empowering. That's what inspiration is all about. God have mercy upon our soul. And that's why these people are showing off in the name of inspiration. They're not inspiring. No. They're bragging. They put themselves in a higher position. Just because I've got this, you think you're better? No. You're not better than anything else, brother, sister. You're not better, and you are not better. Oh, God help me. You see, when a person is showing, thank you, Adam. I love you so much. I love you so much. You know, we need to open our eyes. That's why I'm saying braveness. It's goodness. It's love. Yeah. You can't say someone is brave when they lie. You can't say someone is brave when they are bullied. You can't say someone is brave when they are violent. That's not brave, that's cowardness. Let me tell you what takes brave. Brave takes care. When you care, when you love, when you're patient, that's brave. That's brave. If there's a harder thing in life is to love. I know people who can hate easily. I know people who can fight other people easily. You know, fighting, it's not braveness, it's cowardness. People, when they can't resolve a thing, they resort in fighting, and they call that brave. Yesterday, yesterday I was talking about, protest. And people will tell you, yeah, this government, they don't listen. The people, they don't listen. If we don't protest, and we'll never get them to listen. They ban the tires, they ban the breaking property, breaking people's cars and all that, and damaging property. And they say, we're sending the message across. Now, violence has never, ever fixed anything. Violence has never fixed anything. If people don't learn to sit down in harmony and speak and address the issues in harmony, then there is no way of winning. When we destroy our properties and destroy other people's properties in the name of protest and fighting for the rights, and on the other side, we are busy destroying people, stuff. They don't have rights. We have the rights because we are fighting against the government. Come on. There are many, many, many ways of peace, sitting down and speaking. The enemy can be arrogant, but I'm telling you, the arrogance of the enemy is broken by persistence, not by violence. No, by persisting to do that which is right and do it in a way that will reach the person. By then, we're getting the message across. When we unite and we have harmony, we can agree to do things without damaging, without war. That will let the government know we are serious. The problem is violence. How do you win in violence? Anybody who wins a government through violence, that person is not good enough to be a leader of people. Because there's no violence that is going to build a nation. Once we result in violence because we are running out of ideas, once we resolve in violence because there's no other way that we can do, then there's a problem. Then there's a problem. If our mind reaches to that which will say there's no other way, we have to be violent, then we are having a problem. Then we are having a problem. And you can ask a question. Israel was involved in a war. And let's look at Israel now. Are you in peace, Israel? Did the war work for you? People use racism to be able to oppress people and take their land. Did it solve the problem? Did they achieve what they wanted to achieve? Where is the world today? Violence never solves anything. Violence never solves any problem. Anger does not solve any problem. It actually makes things worse. Victor, thank you very much. Remember me, I remember you, Victor. Let me just check you out, Victor. I know Victor, Macedonia. Victor in YouTube from Macedonia. Yeah, thank you very much. So we must understand that good things are not always easy. Sometimes good things are hard to do. But when good things are hard, it doesn't mean that they are impossible, or that means that they should not be done because they are hard. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we must never resort in a war, in hate, in fight, in separation, in divorce. No, it is not good. Thank you very much, Victor and YouTube. Say, yeah, good things are good. Yeah, they worth suffering for. You know, if you're suffering for a good thing, then why worry? Because good and truth is worth for us to suffer for it. If, you know, I really don't understand somebody complaining, suffering because they're honest. You'll be happy, man, you are suffering for something that is truthful. Because that's worth suffering for. Say, no, I'm suffering because I'm honest and everybody's just turning their back on me and everybody is just, accusing me falsely, falsely, and I've not committed that, I've not done that. I'm suffering because I'm honest. Don't worry. When you are honest, don't worry. Honest is worth suffering for. Israel is wearing wheat, Palestine more. What we need to understand is this. I know that peace might be the hardest thing to go for. Because when you want to have peace with somebody who is not honest, is the hardest thing you can ever get. But you should not give up and give in because they are bad. These people are arrogant. They want whatever they want in the course of lives. They don't value life. They never sit and agree, and then as human beings understand that one life worth more than the billions and the trillions that they've got, more than the buildings, because once that life is gone, it's not coming back. And all of us are human beings. If you don't feel anything when your human being's life is wasted, then you're not a human being. You're worse than a human being. Thank you, Victor. War is bad, yes. He says, I need to go by. Thank you, Victor. He's in Macedonia. Macedonia, is it a 6-hour delay? Thank you, Victor. Yeah. It's I think it's a 6-hour different Macedonia. Is it 6-7 hours? South African time, I think it's 29 minutes past 4 o'clock in South African time. I don't know what time is it, Victor and Naumovsky. Naumovsky, yeah, that name, Naumovsky. Thank you very much, Naumovsky. What time is it in Macedonia? Oh, okay. It's 29 minutes past 3. All right, it's in the afternoon. Okay. Okay, it's an hour delay. Thank you very much. It's an hour delay. Okay, I think I've mixed up with Philippine. Yeah, Philippine is a 6-hour delay. Australia, I think, is a 6-hour delay, and we have West Wales. West Wales. It's about 8-hour delay. Yeah, yeah. And India is 3.5 hours. Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you. Love you so much. Love you so much. Be blessed in Macedonia. Yeah. Tell the Macedonian we love them. Thank you very much. So it is important, brothers and sisters, to really understand the importance of things and non-important things, things that are not important. So we must be driven by important things, and also understanding that they are worth struggling for. If you're struggling because of the importance of a thing, then your suffering, it's worth to be celebrated and to worship God with. Let's not just complain because I'm struggling. Unless you're struggling, yeah, I was just answering a call there. It's important. Yeah, I had to answer it as it's important. Yeah, let me love you and leave you. We're gonna meet tonight by the grace of God. I hope we meet here tonight. Love you so much. I love you so much. I always miss to be here. It's part of who I am. It's part of what drives me. Yeah, I'm glad. I am glad and I'm blessed. Thank you very much. God bless you. Amen.